What's going on, guys? Jake the Snake Silva here from the one and only hit show, the Snake Sports Talk Show, that you guys watch on Spotlight Sports Network, ASAP Sports Network, as now we begin to call it All Spotlight, All Plays Network. Coming at you guys with a rant video. And you guys are going to absolutely enjoy and love what I am about to say that I need to get off of my chest for one specific sport and how that this is all played out since last year. If it's your guys' first time, I really do encourage that you guys like, subscribe, hit the bell button for all latest notifications to keep you up to date on every upload. And of course, keeping you up on future and past shows of the Snake Sports Talk Show. We really do appreciate it. And we also love your guys' love and support. And we encourage that you guys continue to show your love and support for the show and for the networks. So here's what I'm about to say. Because this cannot be bottled up any longer. It cannot. Because Major League Baseball sent out a letter just last night informing to people that they are doing an early lockout. All because of the fact that Major League Baseball and the CBA, the collective bargaining agency, could not come to terms and come to grips on a brand new deal. And this, I honestly have to say, is a crock of crap. I think it is stupid and I think it is ridiculous. Major League Baseball in the last couple seasons now has become nothing but ridiculous. And it has become nothing but tone deaf. More importantly, for the people who are running Major League Baseball, the CBA group, and not to mention the Players Association, because apparently they are way too tone deaf with each other and they're greedy. And not to mention too, this is also part of the reason why that I wanted politics away from sports. Politics does nothing for us. All it is it just gives you, and we all know this in our everyday lives, politicians are only there to give you the feeling that we have freedom of choice, and we do not. This is why we're living in this America. This is the reason why that we have a president, and this is the reason why that we have all of these things. And right now, everything is broken and corrupted, just like Major League Baseball is broken and corrupted. Because the fact of the matter is, we go through an entire global pandemic shutdown in the 2020 season, forcing us to end up playing 60 games. While Major League Baseball and the CBA agreement group are just jerking each other off and not coming with a deal that was going to at least let us play on the season. And then the players get involved. The players want more money. The players want to be safe. The players want this and that. Well, guess what? Do you ever think about anybody else other than yourselves? Yes. We have to basically take care of ourselves, physically, mentally, and emotionally throughout this time. We do. Think about the people who all that they are trying to do is keep the lights on all of our ballparks. All 30 clubs, 30 of them. You think during the pandemic was easy for them? It wasn't. They had no fans. They had nobody that was going to order food and drinks. And there was no one at all that they could entertain to make it feel like if it was their first time or if it was like their 50th or 100th time being in the ballpark. It doesn't matter. That you give them the experience of a lifetime. Meeting the players, meeting the coaches, meeting the staffs, all of them. All of that. You all don't think about that. And you don't even think about some of these concession people who work tirelessly day and night to ensure that food was prepped up, drinks were all ready to be dispensed, and that the ballpark feeling never went away. Well, look at yourselves now. You guys are greedy. You guys are greedy. You should be ashamed. And at the same time, this is not what the game has been based off of. And honestly, Rob Manfred, you haven't done a damn thing for this sport at all. I understand that we need new changes. I understand that we want to make the game better. Well, guess what? You're not overlapping the NFL. You're not overlapping the NBA. Hell, you're not even overlapping the NHL. Because you're not getting the views. But the fact of the matter is, nobody is going to tune in on a television on a 9-inning baseball game that's only going to take them about 2.5 to 3 hours minimum in every game. Because they're going to catch every pitch, every at-bat, every situation. They're not going to tune into it on a television, and you have to be okay with that. Because what do people want? We're in a caffeinated society. We want everything that's fast. We want everything that's efficient. We want everything that's got structure. You don't have any of that. But Major League Baseball is not meant to be that. I have played, I have watched, and I have grown up in this game. I love this game with a passion. On my great-grandfather's deathbed, this is embarrassing. Him and I have talked baseball every Sunday when I would come over with coffee and conchas. And we would be talking baseball endlessly because baseball is life. Baseball showed us, including myself, life. Because nothing is given to us. We work hard for everything that we want and need. We work hard on it. To make it into Major League Baseball, you have to train twice as hard. You have to keep your body in shape. All of the above. But you don't think about all of the hard workers that are out there trying to keep the lights on every single one of the ballparks. Because everybody wants to be greedy. Everybody wants these overlapping contracts. Because they all want to be paid more. It's the same shenanigans every year. The same. You guys should be ashamed. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. And honestly, Rob Manfred, you need to go. You need to go. You are not the solution, and you are not the glue that puts this whole thing together. You're not. All you're doing is wasting time. You're wasting time. Here's the thing. If you want to put in a universal DH, which honestly makes the game more competitive, then do it. What's the problem with that? Because honestly, growing up, the only pitchers that I have ever seen hit was Carlos Zambrano, Jake Arrieta, Jacob deGrom, and a bunch of others, and Madison Bumgarner. Those are the only pitchers that I've seen who hit. At least 95% of the pitchers don't focus on hitting. Look at the American League. All they focus in is on pitching. That's all they have to work on. So if you want a universal DH because you want to make the game quote unquote competitive, then do it. Do it. And at the same time, you want an expanded postseason, then fine. But you got to end up putting the money towards it to ensure that's going to happen. But here's the thing, when you do that, you have to even out the numbers with teams that go into the postseason. You do. And that gives the assurance that all of the small market teams all have an opportunity and a chance to make the playoffs. It pushes it. And don't change the game limits. 162 games is a long season. Yes, it is. But that is the nature of baseball. It has always been that way. And the only thing of it is, you got to stick with the grind. which is exactly what all of us in our everyday lives have been doing since this entire shutdown, is we have been sticking through the grind. Do you hear us complaining? No. The only thing that we're complaining about is all of these entire mandates and all of this other crap that is flying around in our nation, and it's making us go absolutely bonkers. But you guys got to get your crap together. You don't have it together at all. You're greedy. You guys are also snobby, and it needs to stop. Because if you won't do it, Rob, then somebody else has to step in as a new commissioner, because this is sad. You've also defended a team who cheated in the World Series. And yes, they've made it into the ALCSs the last couple of seasons. They made it into 3 World Series in 5 years. And we know that. And they've lost both. They've lost 2 of the 3. But ultimately, if you get caught, you own up to the consequences. You own up to the punishment. You don't just beat around the bush for no apparent reason because it's all for public stunt. No, that's not how life works. It's not. So stop defending cheaters, first of all. And second of all, do baseball fans a favor. We're not here to change tradition. We are trying to evolve and make tradition better than it's ever been. As I've said it before, if players have specialty gloves or any types of uniforms from all 30 clubs, let them wear it. Let them represent it. Because ultimately, it's to give back to the fans. It's a pay it forward type of scenario. But you don't allow it. You don't want it. And at the same time, you got managers who are ripping players because of the fact of you're on a 10-run rule, and all because a team who's down by 10 can't even put up 10 runs and they're kind of giving up on themselves. Screw that. If you don't like it, cry me a river. Be better. Stop being terrible and make the right moves. Otherwise, this is your reality. You'll be the most irrelevant team in Major League Baseball. Boo-hoo. Life is not easy. Baseball is not easy. There's no crying in it, remember? If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. We wouldn't have this problem. So Major League Baseball and Rob Manfred, do yourselves a favor and wake the hell up. Because enough is enough. This is ridiculous, it's absurd, it's disgusting, and it's disappointing for all baseball fans. Whether young, old, doesn't matter. This game is supposed to unify us. The game is supposed to bring us all together. But it doesn't. Much like what's happening all around here. And this is exactly what it's turned into. You want to make this like the NBA? Newsflash. You can't. Because we're not the NBA. We don't cry 24/7 every time when it comes to fouls and all this other stuff. We don't. Don't like it? Then don't pitch it to me. Make baseball better. End of story. You either figure this out and stop being greedy, stop being ungrateful, because we're in the holiday season. You all are acting like Scrooges. That's all I have to say. It's disgusting and ridiculous. Baseball fans deserve better. They deserve better. I want to be able to teach this game to my future kids one day. I want to teach them what baseball and life is all about. Did y'all forget how Field of Dreams worked? You played it this year. Did you forget about what it all means and what it's all about? Apparently you have. And Major League Baseball is not going to get better. So, if this is what you want on a lockout, then go ahead. But understand the consequence and know the price. Because you can't go back from it. This is going to be a long process. So you better fix it, and you better fix it quick. All I have to say today. Take care, you guys. Happy holidays. And we'll definitely see you on the next episodes of the Snake Sports Talk Show. Take care.